welcome back to Elrod's Roller Coaster and the Misfits and Malcontents UFC Fight Preview. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, and without any hesitation, by the way, I'm still toothless, you can tell, but that's only until next week. So let's get into it. UFC 310 is on deck. It's a flyweight championship on the line. The card is stacked. I'm not kidding. This is one of the best cards I've seen, I almost want to say, in years. You got bangers, you got guys cracking, and I think there's the promise of a one-hitter quitter in this card, so don't blink. And as always, in Misfits and Malcontents, we take nicknames into consideration. That intangible could swing things in your favor as far as I'm concerned. Again, it's a flyweight championship on the line. There's so many good fights. Let's work our way up to the main card and the title fight. No disrespect to any fighters if I may leave something out or leave you out. So get your cup, get your mouth guard, and let's fucking go. Working up from the early prelims. There's 15 fights on this card. I'll touch on most, if not all of them. First up, we got Nezchukwu versus Brisky. Light heavyweights to heavyweights for both these cats. That's a move. I'm taking the younger, more rounded Nezchukwu. He's tall, he's stronger, he's got grappling and reach. I don't know a whole lot about Brisky, but I think he's a little bit older. Maybe chronologically not as old as Nezchukwu, but I'm going to go with Nezchukwu. I think he's going to pull this one out. Second up, we've got Clay, the Carpenter, Guida. How could you not know and not like Clay Guida? He's going up against Chase Hooper, who's, in my opinion, a little bit iffy. They're at 155. Now, Guida, that guy moves like a wild man. He's hard to hit. And there's no quitting that cat. He's going to end up with a ton of records. He may even add a couple more tonight. Is he going to retire, win or lose? I don't know. But he's been around for a long time, and it's always a pleasure to watch him. So let's see what happens as he takes on Chase Hooper, who, if he loses, that could be it for him. That could be his UFC career right there. All right, moving on. Next up, we got Michael Chiesa. I confess, I met Michael Chiesa. I like the guy. He's a wonderful nut, and he's an amazing jiu-jitsu cat. He's a veteran. He's up against an up-and-comer, Max Griffin. I think without a doubt this fight's going to go to the ground. It's almost a pick 'em in this case, but I'm taking Chiesa simply because I met him. Nice guy. Is he going to retire? There's another questionable one tonight. Win or lose? Don't know. We've got Joshua Van versus Cody Darden. Joshua Van is an absolute monster. The guy's output, strikes per minute, leads the UFC. Now he's going up against Cody Darden. Now he's a talented veteran, but at 125 pounds, I just think the output, you can't keep up with Van. So I'm taking Van on this one. Then we've got Chris Weidman, another familiar name. You gotta like Chris Weidman. But he's getting on in his career. He's going up against Eric Anders. And who knows here? These guys started off at 185, but it's now a catch weight at 195. Is Chris going to retire? I don't know. I know him. I like him. Had a chance to meet him. It's a pick 'em, but I'm going with Weidman. Now into the prelims. Can't skip any of the fights because it's just too many names. We got Brian the Butcher, also known as Pooh Bear, Battle. Brian Battle is going up against Randy Brown at 170 pounds. Battle's going to come at you hard, man. He's a freaking juggernaut. I think Volkanovski coached him on Ultimate Fighter. Randy Brown, a bit of a showboat. He's a good striker, but on the ground, not. I'm going with the Butcher. Pooh Bear's going to take this one. And the next up, we've got Lodev, I'm going to ruin this name, Lulev versus Aljamain Sterling. I'm sorry, Evlov versus Aljamain Sterling. At 145, where's Aljamain been? I'll tell you, I missed the guy. A lot of groundwork, and that's possible here. We'll see. Somebody touches somebody, could be lights out. So this could be the next number one contender, the winner of this fight. I'm picking Evlov, though. I think he's a beast. Aljamain saw some weakness in his game, and I just wonder if he still got what he had 2 years ago. Now we've got Luque versus Galimbo. Slow but powerful. Luque's a vet, And Garimbo, he could take it to the ground, and that could do it. Anyway, this is a pick'em. It could be a fight or not at 170, and I'm going to go with Luke A. Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Lionheart Smith. Man, Reyes is the big favorite. I like Anthony Lionheart Smith. All right, Reyes is coming off a skid. He had a couple of really good victories, and then he had a couple of defeats, but they've been really high caliber people. He's back with a vengeance, and Lionheart is just that. At light heavyweight, don't ever sleep on Lionheart. And I'm going to take Dominic Reyes, but with the nickname, I'd want to go with Lionheart. Now for the main card, we've got Nate, the Trained Landwehr. And he's going up against Do Ho Choi, the Korean Superboy. Bang! This is a fight. Watch this one for the one-hitter quitter. The striking and not much on the ground. I'm going to take the Train in this one, but I think this could be a surprise. This could be a wild fight that ends up surprising a lot of people. We've got Bryce Mitchell versus Crone Gracie at 145. Bryce, Thug Nasty, comes off one of the all-time most brutal knockouts, but he was on the wrong end. Josh Emmett last December, oh my God, look it up. It's hard to watch. Bryce Mitchell, very outspoken, a little bit controversial, a guy with absolutely no fear. Gracie, you know the Gracie name, he's a Gracie fighter, and I think he's simply trying to go out with a win, wrapping up his UFC contract. I'm going with the Thug here, without question. Will Gracie retire? Don't know, but at 145, I think you got to take Mitchell. Now moving on to heavyweights again. We got Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. It's a rematch. Gane beat him the first time. He's a great athlete, but he's got better striking than his ground game. He's strong. He's fast. His cardio is questionable for me. With Gane, I think he overpromises, but he underdelivers. Now Volkov, nicknamed Drago. Oh my God. He's beaten and lost to some big names. I'm going to go with the nickname here. I'm going to hope that Drago puts down Cyril Gane, and remember, nicknames matter, okay? Now we're moving up to the next fight on the main card. What do we got? Hey, I got to put this up. What's that cool thing? We've got, oh man, this is the one I've been waiting for. And I think this could surprise a lot of people and really be fight of the night. We've got Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Machado Gary at 170. Shavkat, the Nomad, is 18-0 with 18 finishes. Oh my God, that's frightening. Machado Gary is 15-0. His nickname is the Future. These guys were, I think, kind of put together. It's a bit of an awkward matchup for some of them because they both have a lot to risk if things don't go the way they hope. The Sambo. Rakhmonov has an awesome ground game. He put Wonder Boy away. Machado, Gary, striker, kind of awkward. He beat Venom Page, embarrassed Venom Page. Anyway, 1-0 has to go in this fight, and I think this very well might be the fight of the night. By nickname, I'm going with Nomad. The Flyweight title fight. Wow. Alexander the Cannibal Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. Hard not to like a guy who is the Cannibal. He beat Brandon Moreno. He beat Urseg. He's tough, and again, he's a juggernaut-style fighter. He's going to come at you, and he's coming at you strong, right away, and hard. I think Asakura, this is his UFC debut. He's a rising phenom and a rising champ. He's got great hands. You can't utilize some of the stuff that he utilized in rising. This is almost tough to decide. Asakura has won his last 12 fights, I think. So I'm taking the upset. I'm going to go with Asakura. I think you might be able to take the edge right off of the Cannibal. Nickname, I'm sorry. Hey, thank you for watching again. I'll have the new grill and teeth, my implants, everything be ready by next week. Fingers crossed. Let me know what else I can include. For all you misfits and malcontents, enjoy the mayhem. I'm Elrod, and I'm out. Peace.